Welcome to QZenith video tutorials. Hi guys, hope you're doing great, and in this video I'm going to show you how to create a topology using those vIOS images that were previously imported in our EVE-NG machine. Now let us turn on our EVE-NG machine. Over here I'm going to power on this virtual machine. The IP address may differ from the previous video, so no need to worry about that because I'm using another computer. So here we have got the IP address 10.10.1.45. I'm going to open up my web browser and then type 10.10.1.45 and then hit enter. So the default username is going to be admin, and then the password is going to be EVE, and then native console is selected. Just click on sign in. Alright, so as you can see, there is an old folder already created, so you can just ignore it and let us create a new folder. So I'm going to name it as my lab, and then just click on add a new folder. My lab has been created. You can just click on it. Now we can create our topology over here. So add a new lab, just click on it, name the lab, I would say Cisco devices, and then everything is going to be optional. So I'm going to just click on save. So now this is a lab where there's no devices added over here, so it's empty. So let us add devices, or also known as nodes. So right click over here, there you can see nodes. Just click on nodes, and we've got a lot of devices as of now, you can see, but it's grayed out. The ones that are grayed out, it's not going to work because no images are imported for those devices. So the blue ones, that means it's already been imported. If we scroll down a bit, we have got vIOS router, vIOS switch, and I've shown you how to import the iOS images over here in this EVE-NG machine. We already have got Linux machine, we have got the firewalls, and then I've got the virtual PC, and then vIOS devices as well. So I'm going to choose a switch. So you can just click on switch, and you can rename it as SW1, and then if you want it more than one switch, you can type the number. If I say 2, that means 2 of the switches are going to be added in our topology. I need one switch just for testing purpose, so one node, and then you can rename the switch and all the resources, let it be as default, and then just click on save. So this is one switch. Now I can add multiple routers to this switch. So right click on it over here, click on node, scroll down a bit, and there you can see the router, select it. If I say I want 2 routers, you can just type 2, and then the router name, it's going to start with R, and scroll down to the bottom and then just click on save. Now you can see we have got R2 and R3, and we've got switch 1. That's good, and we can connect these routers to that specific switch. So if you hover over the mouse, you can see that the connection plug is going to be there. So hold it and then drag and then drop it over here on top of that specific router, and there you can see that you can select any of those interfaces or ports to connect to that specific router. These are the switch ports. So I would say select gigabit 0/0. This is the port of the switch that is going to be connected to gigabit 0/0 of router 2. Click on save, and there you can see the connection, and do the same for switch 1 to router 3. You can hover over the mouse, there's the connection, hold it, drag, and then drop on top of the switch, and there you can see router's interface is gigabit 0/0, and then it is going to be connected to switch gigabit 0/1 port. And then just click on save, and there you can see the labeling as well. So this is how you create topology. And if you wanted to label the IP addresses, you can just right click on it and then just click on text, and then you can type in, so 192.168.1.1/24 bold, and this is only for the labeling purpose. You can right click on it, just click on duplicate, and then change the IP address to 2. Okay, and then you can get the custom shape. As of now, I'm going to take a square, just click on it and then enlarge it and then drag it over here, and then you can see that your lab is created. So the devices are not turned on, and you can lock the lab so that sometimes what happens is these routers may move in the topology. So I don't want that. So what I can do is I can lock the lab. Now the devices are not going to move until unless you unlock it and then select it. Now you can move the topology. So this is just type of security so that your devices don't move from their places. So I'm going to lock the lab, and then if you want to turn on all of those devices, you can just click on more action and start all nodes, or you can just right click on specific device and then just click on start to start a single device. If you want to turn on all of those devices, you can just go to this specific option, more action, and then start all nodes, which can start all of the nodes at once. Now you need to click on router 2 to get the CLI command line interface. So I'm going to just double click on it, and then you can choose the application. So I would say just click on application, click on this SSH Telnet R login client, and then open up over here, and there you can see it's going to open up in PuTTY, and that's how your device boots up. You can just click on R3 as well, double click on it, and then you can just choose different application. If you have got PuTTY installed, you could just select it. So I'm going to double click over here, and then it opens up like this. Okay, so I have got R2 and then I have got R3. So if you wanted to enlarge the font size, you can just right click on the title bar and then just click on change settings over here. It's going to open up the PuTTY configuration. Just click on appearance, click on change, click on 14, click on OK and apply, and there you can see that you have got the enlarged font size. The same you can do with R3. Right click on the title bar, change settings, and then PuTTY configuration, appearance, change 14, click on OK and then apply, and there we go. Now you can configure the IP address on routers. So let us configure R2 first. So type no and then hit enter so that it bypasses the system configuration dialog. Do the same for R3, no, and then hit enter so that we can do minimal configuration as we want it to be configured on our devices. So the device is again booting up. So over here R2, I'm going to hit enter. So it brings you to the user exit mode. You can type enable and then hit enter to verify the IP address. Show IP interface brief and then hit enter. There you can see no IP address has been assigned on any of these interfaces. So we're going to assign 192.168.1.1 on gigabit 0/0. So configure terminal and then interface gigabit 0/0, IP address 192.168.1.1, 255.255.255.0, and then no shutdown, and that is it. End configuration, and then show IP interface brief to verify if it's assigned, and there you can see that IP address has been assigned successfully on gigabit 0/0 on R2. The same you can do on R3. Hit enter, type enable to get the privilege mode access, and then configure terminal to get the global configuration mode access, and then you can just type interface gigabit 0/0. Again, this is the interface. Hit enter and assign the IP address 1.2. So IP address 192.168.1.2, 255.255.255.0, and then no shutdown, and then done. No shutdown, and then end. Show IP interface brief, and there you can see that IP address has been assigned and the status is up. So now I can ping from here to that specific router 2. So ping 192.168.1.1, pinging from R3 to R2, and then hit enter, and there you can see that successfully pinging from R3 to R2. The same goes for R2 to R3, ping 192.168.1.2. The IP address over here is assigned on this specific router. I'm pinging to 1.2 R3 and then hit enter, and there we can see that successfully pinging from R2 to R3 as well. So this is how you create a topology and then verify if your EVE-NG devices are working correctly as we have configured. So this is it in this video. Hope it was informative for you. I will see you on the next video. Thank you for watching.